today, you know, I was thinking it is hot outside. We need to make some popsicles just to cool us off, don't you think? So today I'm making cherry cream popsicles with a little chocolate surprise. And I'm not using very much sugar. It's all, you know, good natural ingredients, and it tastes delicious. I'm Rockin' Robin, and I'm going to show you how to do it right after this. All right, so let's go over our ingredients. First up is our cherries. I'm using frozen cherries because that way the pits are already removed and it's very quick to do this recipe. You could use the fresh ones if you want to take the time to, you know, take the pit out of each one. But I got most of my ingredients today from Trader Joe's and they work great. All right, next up is I have some vanilla full fat. It's important to have full fat in this recipe. Yogurt. So this is vanilla bean. I got that from Trader Joe's as well. And we'll need some heavy whipping cream. I have a little bit of sugar that I'm adding to this, depending on how sweet the cherries are. A fresh lime, we're gonna use the zest and the juice from that. And I have a few chocolate chips for our chocolate surprise. We'll also need some popsicle molds, which I have right here. And if you don't have those, you can certainly pick them up at the store, or I'll leave a link for you down below in the description of this video. So first thing here is you want to make sure that your frozen cherries are thawed out before you try and blend them in the blender, okay? So we'll just toss those in. Next goes the sugar, but I'm not going to pour all of it in. I'm going to do, you know, maybe half of it and then save the second half until, you know, we get a chance to taste it and see if we actually need it. And then I'm going to add about a teaspoon of lime zest. I love to get the oils in here. It really adds a nice, you know, just beautiful flavor in this popsicle. So just don't go too deep, just, you know, one swipe and then toss it in. Now we're going to add about a couple of teaspoons of fresh lime juice to our mix. All right, so now we just blend up our cherries and the lime juice and see, I'll taste it in just a second, and see if it needs that extra sugar or not. And you can adjust this any way you want it. All right, I'll give it a little taste and see what we've got. Okay, I'm gonna go for that little extra. That was 2 teaspoons total, just a little more sugar. So now I have my yogurt in this container, and all I'm going to do is add the heavy whipping cream to it. And this is going to make it nice and creamy, so it's a, you know, like a creamsicle, only with cherries instead of, you know, the orange, the typical orange sickle. So we'll just stir this together, and if you want to, you can add more sugar to this, but I find that the vanilla bean has just the right amount of sugar and we really don't need to add any. But you could add honey or sugar or maple syrup, whatever you like, if you feel like you need it. Now all we have to do is fill the molds. Now my yogurt mixture is too thick to pour. You see how thick that is? So what I'm going to do is just take my spoon and I'm going to drop about a tablespoon of yogurt in each one and get it down to the bottom. And if it hits the sides and goes down, it's okay, guys, it doesn't really matter. And then I like to just kind of tap them down a little bit so I get that yogurt all the way in the bottom and I can see if I have enough in there. All right, and then I'm going to toss in a couple, about 3 chips, chocolate chips, and these are dark, dark chocolate chips. And then I'm going to pour in just a little bit of my cherry sauce. And then I'm just going to repeat the process. Just keep adding layers until you fill up your mold. And this will be my last layer. Try to remember not to overfill your your molds, because then it's just gonna ooze out the top and be kind of a pain. So now we'll just pop these in the freezer, and it's gonna take at least 3 or 4 hours depending on how cold your freezer is. I happened to make some of these earlier today so that I could bring them out now and show you. I'm hoping that they are firm enough so that I can actually get them out of the molds. So here are the ones that I made earlier today. Let's see if I can get one out. Sometimes you have to, give them a little squeeze or run them under a little bit of warm water. All right, here you go, guys. This is kind of what this one looks like, and it looks pretty good. I'm gonna take a bite. Well, right now that first layer that I got is the yogurt layer. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get down to that cherry and those chocolate chips. That's delicious. Very refreshing, guys. You can taste the lime in the, little bit of the lime citrusy effect going on in the cherries. Delicious. The cherry part is a little icier. The yogurt part is a little creamier, which is exactly what I wanted. That is a wonderful treat, very refreshing. You're gonna love it. Make it with your kids, make it with your grandkids. They're gonna love it too. And it's real whole foods. It's not just full of sugar and water and coloring. This is the real deal. Make sure you don't put too many chips in. I think just a few, like I put 3 in each layer, is really the right amount. The chips do get pretty hard, but you can just let them melt in your mouth. It works great. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. You could also, substitute in raspberries or strawberries, blackberries. I mean, it all works, and it all works well with lime juice. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button and click on that little bell up there, and that way you'll be notified when all my new videos come out. Love to have you. So thanks again for watching. Let me know if you have any recipe requests down below in the comments. Thanks again.